What else we got here? I don't want to talk about this. Oh, let's talk about this PAX thing.
All right.
This is a controversial. So Colin Moriarty, right?
Yes.
He's like a sort of controversial.
He's a libertarian, I believe.
Right. He puts out a lot of video game content, videos and podcasts and very popular.
Political stuff too, right? Doesn't he have like a political thing?
Political stuff too, but also just game-centric stuff. And he's got a very popular Patreon. Ron, bet you shouldn't look at it because it would probably upset you how popular it is.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to know. Anyway, he had a panel. He had a PlayStation panel. I think he does a PlayStation show, a podcast or a video series about PlayStation, and that was going to be represented at PAX. And the panel was approved, and it was just canceled without reason. They just sent him basically a letter, saying, "Hey, we had to cancel your panel. Don't worry, we're still going to give you free passes to the show, but no panel. Bye." And he just wants an explanation why his panel was canceled.
Is it because you think it's because he's a conservative leaning political show host?
Well, people are saying, I was doing a little research for the show. It does happen once in a while. So I sort of Googled this thing and I wound up on NeoGAF. Remember NeoGAF?
I do. That was a site.
Yeah. It's still a site and it looks different now. But I also learned that now like NeoGAF is like remember we said there should be like a right-wing video game site?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's what happened. Because all the people with empathy and the compassion left and went to Reset Era or Reset Era. I don't know.
I think it's Reset Era.
Well, I don't know. It works both ways, guys. I think that's why they chose that. And yeah, so the people on NeoGAF are now talking about the SJWs on Reset Era, and I'm assuming the reverse is happening on Reset Era. But yeah, they're saying like PAX is deplatforming, right-wing speakers like Colin. But this was a PlayStation panel. And certainly like the Penny Arcade guys have said some things that made the general public go.
Wince?
Yeah, wince is a good term for it. Like I remember some controversy certainly back in the day. But then again, they don't even run the show anymore. It's outsourced to a completely different company. So do you think the show owes this guy an explanation of why they canceled their panel? Or just
I think if you cancel anyone's panel, you should at least.
Well, of course you can, but it's kind of like.
No, I'm saying I know. I as much as I don't agree with anything he ever has to say, I do.
Probably not everything. There's probably some things.
Probably everything.
I mean,
I bet we don't even agree on ice cream flavors. But
he's from Long Island, Wombat.
Trust me.
That doesn't put him any more in your favor. I know that should, and nor should it.
I do think that at least they should. If someone cancels that panel on you that close to the date, then yes, they should explain it, especially if you've had to incur costs in order to set up this panel. Yeah,
I'm sure he had his flight locked down at least.
It's not even just the flight. It's the flight. It's the
other
hotels.
Plans,
it's
plans.
If you were doing a panel, you may have giveaways. You may have a banner or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You spent money.
He probably got his clan hood just freshly pressed right before.
Exactly.
It costs money.
Starched and bleached.
Yeah, I mean, come on. No, that's a joke.
Was it?
Certainly, if I was in his shoes, and I've been on a PAX panel once or twice, I would definitely be upset and would at least like to have an explanation from my fans, like something, even if it's bullshit. Just like tell me something, and at least me and my fans can, drag you about how bullshit your explanation is. But something would be good, I guess. I'm not that upset about it, in case you're wondering.
It's keeping me up at night.
Are you sorting out in your brain when you have a fever how we could solve this problem?
Yes.
Many spreadsheets, not Venn diagram, flowcharts.
Yes.
All right.